I know absolutely nothing about astrology. However, I do know a thing or two about building in The Sims 4. At least I like to think I do. Maybe that sounded a little bit full of myself. I can build a wall. We'll put it that way. I at least can do that. But sometimes just building can get a little boring sometimes. So I like to give myself a little challenge here and there. So I figured, why not combine my some little skill of building that I have in The Sims 4 with my absolute lack of knowledge that I have for astrology, combine those and do the Every Room is a Different Star Sign challenge. You like that? Wasn't that cool? I liked that. I think it's cool. This is our third and final video for this challenge. The previous parts will be right up there for you if you want to like give that a little gander up there. It'll show part 1 now and then like part 2 in like another second or so. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Yeah, that'll be up there. So if you missed those, go watch those too. I'm using a little spinny wheel guy to pick out which star sign we do for each room. And we only have 4 left here. We have Taurus, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Libra. So if you're not one of those, well, your sign's in one of the other parts. So like I told you, up there. I decided to do this challenge really because I just wanted to build a bedroom for myself and my birthday's on Saturday. So I figured I could do a star sign challenge and just build a bedroom for Tauruses. But then I was like, there's also like 11 other star signs that I should probably include in that. So we'll do them all, I guess. But it feels like the wheel wants my star sign to go absolutely last. And like just my luck, it probably will. But that aside, let's get into it. Let's spin our wheel for room number 1, technically room number 9. So let's spin her and see what we get. Spinner, I hardly know her. Libras, you're up first. Good luck. The symbol for Libras is balance. Its birthday's between September 23rd and October 23rd. They're typically associated with colors like light pink and light blue, so I see some pastel pop in your future. Libras are an air sign, and they're typically associated with traits like friendly, childish, spontaneous, and flighty. Don't look at me. That's just what Pinterest told me. So let's get into it and start building our Libra bedroom. First, I'm just gonna build the shell for the room so we can figure out what shape we want to go with. I think that's pretty good for the shape and size. And I'm just gonna put a door on here before I forget because I tend to forget. I'm thinking more light tones if we're going with pink and light blue, so I think we might go with this for the flooring. I am having a really hard time deciding between these two beds. I think we'll go with the businesses and hobbies one for now, but we might change our decision later. And I think we'll also move it over to this wall. Then I wonder how this would look as an accent wall. I'm kind of digging that. And then Pastel Pop has this split blue and pink wall. 100% pointed at the wrong colors when I said that. I promise I know my colors. And I kind of like these windows for this bedroom, so I think we'll go with these. And then we have these pink curtains that kind of have like a cute little leaf pattern in the middle. I think for the end tables, I want to go with something very simple but cute, like these ones. And then we could do one of the cute planters with the little face on it. And then on this side, we could do a philodendron. I'm just gonna have to alt place some things because it's not gonna want to stay there. Maybe we actually bring it to the front like that. And then we could put this cute little candle from Simsy's kit on here. And then maybe this one has this little lantern kind of candle deal, little journal. And then we can use the freezer bunny alarm clock back here. I'm gonna put this small rug by the door. And then maybe under the bed, we can go with this pretty like ombre rug that we have. I think I'm just gonna shrink this room down a little bit. That's a much better size, I think. We have this cute little shelf with like a hanging scarf, a little bag, and then like this picture of a cat with a mustache. And I think that'll be really cute by the door. And we'll come back to add clutter later. I feel like I can see through that. It's like transparent. It's so weird. We have a couple different vanities in this game. I don't think I want to use this one. I really like the mirror on this one. I think the shape is fun, but I do like the colors of this. This one, I like that it has a little bit of clutter on it, but I don't like the black legs and mirror. I'm thinking we go with the white one, and then we could take this pink rug from Love Struck and put it under there. Oh my god, I was looking for a chair for the vanity. I have never seen this freezer bunny chair before. It's from Businesses and Hobbies, so I guess I just didn't look at the swatch that well, but that's pretty cute. I'm not sure it matches with what the vibes we're going with for here is, but I would like to use that at some point. That's pretty interesting. And then we can take this pink chair on an angle. This way it looks like a sim was actually sitting there, so it's pushed out a bit, and we'll clutter up the vanity later. And then maybe we could put our dresser right next to that. And then we have this really cute pink mirror with some like little photos on it. We could do a little chair here in front of the window. Then we have this lamp which has a bunch of like different propagations on it, which I think is super cute. So we can use that here. I need something really tiny for this little corner here. I have no idea what's gonna fit there. We have this little stuffed animal. Maybe we could put that there. And then over here, I did all the rooms kind of big. This way they have like a little like living room area almost inside of them. I think this couch from high school years would be a good fit. I like the little blanket, and it's got that little blue pillow, so we can bring that blue back in. We can do the frame TV. And then underneath, maybe we can do that same dresser again, but with 3 pieces instead of 2. We can put a little pink GameCube up there. We can put this little jewelry box from Crystal Creations next to the vanity. This little keepsake box is so cute. We can use these little bookends from Love Struck. They're little marble hearts. They're so cute. We need a little rug and coffee table over here as well. For this little sitting area, we're going to use this light blue rug from Simsy's kit. I think I might change these dressers over to this swatch. This way, there's a little bit of something different going on, and it doesn't look so bland. Same thing over here too. And then we can use this square coffee table, and we can put a cute little record player up here. And then we have this little basket of records that we can leave on the floor next to it. And we could put this short table at the edge of the bed. I would go with a different one, but it's the only one that's like almost the height of the bed. The other ones are way too tall. I love the cats and dogs packs specifically just for this reason. The little dog and cat planners are so adorable. We can do this small tree over here. I really want to like the hydrangea flowers that we have so badly, but the pots they come in are so ugly. I can't stand it. So I never use them despite the flowers themselves being so pretty. Maybe we'll just use it in here just to use it because I never do. And then on our dresser, we can do this balance as a reference to the symbol for Libra. Put a light switch next to our door. I wish we had a pink hair dryer to put on our vanity, but we'll go with purple. And then maybe we could do this pink wicker hamper next to the mirror. Put this little basket of blankets next to our couch. Some candles here. Put some magazines on our coffee table. The baddies bag for all the Libra baddies out there. The little pink boba cup. Yes, it's got a cute little hedgehog sticker on it and everything. It's perfect. We also have the makeup essentials to put on our vanity. Oh, I actually like this hamper better, so we might change it out for this one. Yeah, that's nice. And then we could do this phone with the little freezer bunny lunchbox. Leave a controller next to our GameCube. Of course, we need some games down here as well. Cute little cat picture. I feel like we need to give them a cat now. We have 2 pictures of cats in this room. I love this stuffed animal from Love Struck. It gives me such cute aggression. You do some cute little pink glasses up here. This little phone with the little freezer bunny key. Are you kidding me? That's so cute. There's so many little cute details in this game that I never really notice until I'm doing a build challenge and it's like right in front of my face and I'm paying more attention to it. Some little flowers here and then some clothes on this shelf. And then maybe there's some clothes right outside the hamper. I feel like we need to hang something above this bed. It's looking a little plain. Even though it's our accent wall, there's not much going on there, is there? Getting a little distracted, but maybe we can hang these up here above the dresser. Ooh, maybe we can use this really pretty flag from high school years. And then maybe over here we could put some records on the wall behind our record player. And then maybe our Libra plays keyboard. And hey, who knows, maybe they've won an award for it as well. And then we could do these little wooden hearts from Outdoor Retreat above that. Oh, we could do these matching bookshelves. That would be a nice way to take up the space. I just went ahead and cluttered up the shelves a little bit. And let's see about a different light to put above here. I think we'll go with these from Dream Home Decorator. I actually really like these. I use them quite a bit, surprisingly, along with the other ones from Dream Home Decorator. I really like them as island lights. I'm just gonna add a small bed down here for our mustached cat and then a little bowl over here. We can leave a little ball of yarn in the bed, little scratching post tree, and then we could put a small cat tree on this wall. And I think that's all. So here is how our Libra bedroom turned out. I like the pinks. I really like the pink bed from Businesses and Hobbies. I think all the swatches of that bed are really nice, but the pink is it's a very good pink color. It's not like too insanely bright. It's more of like a muted tone. And I actually never knew about that tapestry from high school years. That's like a swatch hidden under something that is not nearly as cute as that. And I find those all the time and get so mad I had no clue they existed. But I'm glad I found that one. I will be using it in the future. And with our Libra room all done, we can now move on to our next room. Let's spin our wheel for bedroom number 10. We have Cancer! Yay! Okay. The symbol for Cancers is a crab. Its birthday is between June 22nd and July 22nd. It's typically associated with pastel colors. Cancer is a water sign, and some common traits are sarcastic, lovable, playful, warm-hearted, and jealous. Let's build the shape of our bedroom first. I think that's a pretty good size and shape. We'll put the door right here for now. I'm gonna put some base game windows on this wall, and then I think we'll go with this base game white flooring. I'm trying so hard to not use the same things over and over again, but the Business and Hobbies bed is just so good. It's the perfect style, and it feels kind of coastal, which is the vibes I get from Cancer since their symbol is like literally a crab. I think that makes sense. At least it does to me. We'll do these end tables on both sides of the bed and this lamp on both. I'm gonna do the storage bench from Kids Room at the edge of the bed. And then for the rugs, I'm actually gonna size up this one from Sleek Bathroom, and then rather than putting it underneath the bed, I'm gonna put it on either side of it. I'm gonna put this dresser here, and then this blue vase with the lilies in it on top of it, this mirror, and then I'm gonna do these from Desert Luxe for the curtains. I'm gonna put this column on this corner just to make it look a little more complete. And then for the walls, I think I want to use this blue from Paranormal for an accent wall. And then we'll just paint the rest of the walls white. I think I want to do a fireplace with a small sitting area around it down here. And I'm just gonna line some books across here, and then put that philodendron plant on the corner. And we could do this modular bookshelf over here with the plant on top. Then we could put this little shelf by the entrance here and some shoes under it. This dresser over in this corner to add in that pink. This beach painting above the bed. And we can use this tree from Businesses and Hobbies in this corner. We can do this gramophone next to the fireplace. And I grabbed this bookshelf and cluttered it up a little bit, and I'm gonna put it between the windows. For a sofa, this is the only one I'm kind of liking, so I think I'm gonna use it, but I don't like how it looks like that. So I'm just gonna raise this room up onto a platform and then scooch that back into there. And then I just lowered these down so we have stairs going up there. And then I use this white platform trim to make it look a little more finished. Blue rug down here to tie in that blue again, and it's frayed, and it kind of gives a beachy vibe. And I'm gonna use this pink accent chair to bring that pink back in again. This little ottoman, this small plant next to the chair. I'm gonna use this light over here because again, it gives those beachy vibe. I'm gonna put a small plant between the chair and the couch, but up on the platform. And then I think I want to make them an artist, so I'm gonna give them an easel. We put this small metal cart next to this, a palette and some paints on top of that. You can use this filing cabinet, maybe they keep sketches in it or something, and then put some paintbrushes on there. You put some sketchbooks underneath the easel, some paint buckets next to that. And we can put some smudge smudge paint on the floor. We can hang some sketches above here like they've drawn them. Some paintings against this window like it's their finished work. And then some more little sketches and paintings above this shelf. Then I'm just gonna take this fence around the trim of our platform. And then I'm gonna do a fiddle leaf over here. And then another little accent chair here. And I think that's all for our Cancer bedroom. So here is how it turned out. I really like that blue. I really like the paranormal wallpaper as well. And I try really hard to not use the same things over and over again. But the businesses and hobbies bed is just so good. It has so many good swatches. It's so cute. It looks really cozy and comfortable. And overall, I think I like how this room turned out. If you're a Cancer, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you're a Cancer, let me know if this fits the vibes or not. And now we can move on to our next room. We have just 2 rooms left. Let's spin our wheel and see what we get for room number 11. We have Sagittarius. So Taurus is going to be our last bedroom. I literally called it. I knew that was going to happen to me. The symbol for Sagittarius is the Archer. Birthdays between November 22nd and December 21st. It's typically associated with the color yellow. It's a fire sign, and some common traits are loyal, irritable, nervous, generous, and hilarious. First, let's build the shape for our room. I think that's probably a pretty good shape and size. Throw our door into here, put a door on this wall, and I'm thinking we might go with the Van Gogh bed, and then maybe this really interesting patterned hardwood flooring that we have in Life and Death. I actually kind of want to change the bed to this for Sagittarius. I don't know why, but that feels right. I don't know what it is. We use these end tables. They kind of have like a fun little iron pattern on the side. I'm picturing lots of plants with Sagittarius, so I'm gonna put some on both of these end tables, and then a little candle here, and then we can use this dresser from Get Famous. I never use this mirror with like the divider parts to it, so I think I'm gonna use that in here. I think we'll do our little sitting area over on this side. I think we'll use the TV from Tiny Living. We can use this yellow couch from Business and Hobbies, and then maybe this accent chair with the floral pattern. And then I always really want to use this table, and I never have the opportunity, so we're gonna use it in here. Then we can use this rug. I think it's from the Refined Living Room kit. Don't quote me on that. We can put a little speaker over here. Oh, so this is like the one thing. Maybe it only slots to accent tables. I don't know, but this speaker does not slot to anything. Every other time I try it, maybe it's only accent tables, which is interesting, but sure, I guess. We can give them a little hobby area, and we're gonna use this yellow and blue desk from Nifty Knitting. Put a little tablet on here, some yarn, some more yarn, some more yarn. You can never have too much yarn, right? A yellow light switch next to the door. We could do this little pegboard here, and maybe we could put the tabletop loom on top of here instead. And then maybe there's also this little cart full of supplies that they use. We could use this little yellow chair here and put a little yellow flower underneath. Maybe some plants over in this corner. We could do this mirror from Sleek Bathroom. I'm just gonna take some base game windows and put them over either side of the bed. I'm just gonna do some small blinds on them. We could do this painting from Dream Home Decorator. I think it matches the bed really nice. And I think we'll do this yellow ombre wall throughout the whole room. And then for under the bed, I'm gonna size up this like pinkish red rug. And then we could do this small yellow seat here. I'm gonna do this coffee table with a stack of magazines on it and a candle as well. I'm gonna put a little hobby board over here, and maybe they put some of their cross stitching up on the walls and some lights around their crafting area. And then we can use the yellow bookshelf from Pastel Pop, and then just throw some clutter up here and a fiddle leaf over here. The yellow is hurting my eyes, so I think I'm gonna change the other walls to white, leave that one yellow, but then I'm gonna add a second accent wall with this blue wood tone and put it around the room. And I think that is all for our Sagittarius bedroom. Here is how it all turned out. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really expecting to like this, but I did have in mind that bed for Sagittarius for quite a while now, so I'm glad I remembered. It's definitely not my favorite of the rooms we've done in this challenge, but I am glad I finally got to use that bed swatch. But I do like all the colors in this room. It's not often we get to use all these colors together, let alone at all while I'm building. But let me know what you guys think. If you're a Sagittarius especially, do you think this fits the vibes for Sagittarius? Now, drumroll please. It's time for the best star sign, and our final star sign, Taurus. 12 bedrooms, 12 freaking bedrooms, and mine is the last one. Should I do the wheel spin, even though it's obviously gonna land on Taurus, just so I can feel a part of something? Yay, Taurus! Oh my god, I can't believe we got that. The sign for Taurus is a bull, and it's for birthdays from April 20th to May 20th, typically associated with the color green. And I think that's why people tell me I'm a really stereotypical Taurus a lot. I don't know where they got that idea. Tauruses are earth signs, and they're typically associated with traits like caring, ambitious, hardworking, and self-centered, which now I'm kind of offended because why are you calling me a stereotypical Taurus if they're self-centered? Am I self-centered? All right, let's build our size and shape for the room first. I think that should be good and not too big. I want a little bump out bay window kind of deal in my room, so I'm doing a bump out little bay window kind of deal in my room. We did it for a couple other rooms, so it's not like I'm just doing extra just because it's mine. These windows are perfect just because they're my taste, and I think they fit the Taurus aesthetic as well, so I'm doing it. Well, that's a problem. Does that look a little silly? I'm worried it might look a little silly. Maybe we'll go with these ones instead. I like how that looks. I'm gonna do this dark green moth wallpaper that we have from Life and Death because it's my favorite. I love it so much. It's so pretty. I'm so happy right now. Should I just do it on all the walls? Be real. I think I should. And then I wonder if it would look odd if I did like that wainscoting and then these tiles again. My only problem is the windows are this really pretty wood color, and then we don't have a wood tone of this, and I wish we did. We might just go with it though. For the bed, I think we'll go with this one from Realm of Magic, but I'm not entirely sure because the wood tone is different, but maybe that's fine. Life and Death end tables. It's not even a choice. Calls to me, I need to use it. We can do these Love Struck candles on each one instead of a lamp. Then we can also use fill again on here. A little open book on the nightstand and some more on this one. For flooring, I'm gonna go with this dark one from Eco Lifestyle. Actually, should I use the even darker swatch? I feel like I should. Maybe we will. I'm gonna do the couch from Life and Death in this window. I'm gonna use this accent chair from Foren. I absolutely love this accent table, so we have to use it somewhere. We can use this accent table from Businesses and Hobbies. Put a nice big plant on it. Do some pothos hanging in the window. Rubber tree. We put this little plant on the end table. And then this little plant stand. And then some of these hanging here as well. And then rather than curtains, I'm gonna use these vines. I think I'm actually gonna make this room a little bit smaller. I'm gonna put this rug over here. This black swatch of the werewolf rug is actually my favorite in the game. However, I also really like this swatch of the high school years rug. I wanted to do it over here, but I'm not sure it looks right. The two of them in the same room, unfortunately. So I think we'll stick with the werewolf one under here. And then maybe do this one from Crystal Creations under the couch. Then I'm gonna do the fancy frame TV with a black cat because I have two black cats. Give ourselves a GameCube, of course, and some plants on here. This little mushroom guy is just so cute. We've got to put him up there. Holy shit. That scared me. Put a door in here before I forget. Put it kind of off to the side. I'm also going to put a little crow in here, a little bowl for the cats, and a bed for them to sunbathe in. For the mirror, I'm going to do this big one from Basement Treasures and put a little mail organizer by the door, light switch. And we put the Life and Death bookshelf here. It's not my favorite bookshelf in the game. My favorite is the Crystal Creations one with the ladder. However, we don't have room for that in here because I've kind of stuffed the room full of everything else. I also don't have room for a gaming setup. I was going to build my actual gaming setup, like my desk and like bookshelves and everything, but that's not quite possible. Not with how little space I gave us. Another pothos here, another philodendron on top of there. And we'll put this guy up here too. This little plant in here, and then some books next to it. Ball of yarn for the kitties. Then my baby Zuko is obsessed with these little wand toys, so I have to put one of those in there. Zelda will literally play with anything you give her. Zuko, however, it needs to be the wand toy. He does not care about anything else. Give myself a little green boba cup with the cow plant on it. It's perfect. I love it. I'm also gonna put Simsy's candle in here with the little latte art. I'm just gonna move this accent table over, and I'm gonna put this from Crystal Creations as the lamp for here. I'm also going to put a little oil lamp over here, and I'm just going to add in a little book down here. Shoes by the door. I specifically have a brown pair of Converse, and it is my favorite shoes, and I wear them like every single day of my life, so I have to do that. A little hamper back here, and some more books down here too. And I think that is all for our Taurus bedroom. Here's how our Taurus bedroom turned out. I personally absolutely love this. I'm not sure why. It's not like I designed it for myself or anything. Love green. I love plants. I love moody kind of things, so this is right up my alley, and I think it fits pretty well for Taurus. I don't know. As a Taurus, this is the room I would want. But I also just kind of made it my taste. But like I said, I've been called the most stereotypical Taurus when it comes to my taste. So that kind of makes me think that I absolutely nailed this. But if you're also a Taurus, do you think it matches for our star sign? With our Taurus bedroom done, that means all of our bedrooms for this video are done, which means we have completely finished our every room is a different star sign challenge. Let me know what you guys think of every single one of these rooms. Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius, and Taurus. Which one was your favorite? Personally, my favorite is the Taurus one. I'm not sure that's a big surprise, but I think the Libra room is a close second for me. I really love the pink tones of that one. But let me know what your favorite one is down in the comments. Let me know if I did your star sign in this video. And if I did, how do you feel? Did you like it? Please? I hope you liked it. All 12 of these bedrooms are up on the gallery if you would like to use them. My gallery ID will be written on the screen for you somewhere on the screen, like I said. So please feel free to use them. Leave them a little heart in the gallery. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn on those notifications. I've got tons of videos coming for you guys. Liking the video, commenting on it, whatever. It lets me know that you are enjoying all this. You want more of this. And it also lets YouTube know that too, which means YouTube will show this video to more awesome people just like yourself. So then we get to meet more awesome people just like yourself. Grow our little community here. I'll have another video out for you guys on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'm also starting my birthday/graduation streamathon on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. I will be streaming every day as long as possible. Every day until the timer runs out. I'll be giving away a ton of Sims packs like Businesses and Hobbies, Life and Death, even a Nintendo Switch Lite if that's something you're interested in. As a big thank you to all of you for all your support on here and on Twitch. So I hope you'll stop by. I'd love to see ya. In the meantime, have a wonderful week, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye-bye. Did you like my Star Wars shirt? I recorded this on Revenge of the Fifth.